We begin this episode the way we have began many episodes, about to fight a boss.
Have we really begun that many episodes like that?
Well, we've begun enough episodes that it's a reliable running joke.
Was that even a joke, though?
Look, are you just going to criticize everything I do?
Speaking of criticizing, Billy, we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
I did not agree to this.
And I'm the Opinionator! Let's get through this! There's really not that much left. We've still got the free day evening.
Mm-hmm, and then, field day. Field exercise.
Then we're moving on.
What's that sound?
A helicopter? It's above us.
Oh my god!
Wow! Been a long time since we've seen one of these.
A flying archaism? I've seen this type before.
Yeah, we fought him, like, what? On the bridge on the way to Gransel Castle in Sky SC, something like that?
Didn't Campanella summon one to fight Joshua and Estelle when they tried to escape from the Glorious?
I just remember Gilbert at that point. Anyway! They're called Pale Apaches. The Society sent them to attack the Burl.
Technically, it's the archaism we captured after the Society let them run wild in the Northern War. I've improved both its firepower and mobility. It can now fight off invaders even when confined to a limited space. Enjoy. You made it stronger? Crazy old bastard!
Now, why'd you do that?
I warned you, they need to be able to handle this. Let's see how well your Class 7 does with Kita. This will be the last of our 3-month operational testing. I kind of feel like Archaism's a step down from the kind of stuff we've been fighting.
Kind of seems that way.
Bring it on! You guys ready?
I am.
Let's turn this hunk of metal into scrap!
Look out for attacks from above.
The key to this battle is working with the orbital gear. Are you ready, Tita? Ready! Maximum output!
I mean, it's pretty intimidating.
It is!
Be on guard! It's strong!
It just seems like all you've got to do is hit it in the engines enough, and that'll pretty much shut it down. 140 to time. Cavalry Edge will kill it.
What doesn't it kill?
Things that are less than 100 to time. Really, you're kind of not on your game today.
Resonate! Divine Song Formation!
Here I go!
What?
I didn't really do anything.
Well, it was gonna blind him, but why'd he shoot it way in the back so that it didn't hit anybody? I don't really get it, but okay.
I just like that Altina is hidden behind Tita. That's a lot of gun barrels, man.
It's good. It should have a bunch. Tita's probably not gonna actually get to act very many times.
On account of all the delay from Minotauros?
Yeah.
Here I come! Ah! It's down!
So I better make it
It's
count.
mine!
Oh, I did
My
like
turn.
over 12,000 damage, so...
And the delay hit. At 5. At 5!
Good lord, we've already taken a third of its health down.
Resonate! Divine Song Formation!
Resonate, Divine Song Formation!
I can imagine Reen at the control console, like, looking at Schmidt as he says that. oh, the expression on your face that no one can see. Oh, come on!
My turn.
It did, like, one thing. Come on!
I don't know how many times I have to tell you to not bring somebody that's 140 to time. Olivier showed us long ago that all it takes is Cavalry Edge to just take him out. I'm feeling like being really offensive.
Time barrier! Break! It's my turn now.
It is. It is your turn now. Come back this way.
Here I come!
That's hilarious.
Ah! It's down! It's mine!
It's gonna die
Let's go.
before it breaks! Do you understand that?
Maybe I better break it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it.
Oh, come on!
To get it drop.
Oh, that's fair.
Activate Fragarok. Destroy.
Okay.
Very well.
Well, it's just time to clean up now. We'll never see what else it can do.
Like you said, it seems as though an archaism
It's a step down.
I'll assist.
Like we had a fiend, then one of Schmidt's new chaisms, then like another
can't.
fiend, then a
Keep
cryptid,
going.
and they're gonna be like, man, that was so tough.
Rionite, activate fire.
It's kind of insulting, isn't it?
There.
Too slow. Very well.
I half expected finishing blow to trigger.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Yay!
Well, that went about as expected.
Oh, it was so hard! I don't know how we'll ever beat it. It had one turn, it shot a smoke grenade off into the side of the room where there wasn't really anybody. It just kind of went poof, did 1,300 damage to poor Altina. The person hiding behind the robot was the only one who took a hit. And because she has a grail locket on, it did not blind her. That was its turn. I'm not gonna say anything.
That was nothing. Nope, that was nothing. The professor certainly has a knack for creativity.
You never know what thing he's gonna bring up against us to be destroyed easily.
I had no idea he was going to do all this. I expected something hard. Hey, at least we won handily. Think about it. We beat an archaism without Instructor Reen.
You did. Well done. You beat an archaism kind of with one yourself?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, didn't Tina do something like 36,000 damage to the thing?
She did about a third of the thing's life.
That enemy was the absolute hardest. I always laugh when I lie. These trials had to offer so far. You pulled through without guidance from me. Never mind the fact that I was shouting over the intercom. Divine song formation. You made your own decisions, trusted in each other. Class 7, thank you for showing me what you're made of.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
You should be proud.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounded really insulting and stupid. Instructor.
What? Now, regarding your orbital gear, I believe you know what I'm going to say. Yes, sir. If I'd made a few tweaks here and there, I would have achieved smoother and more coordinated movement. I still pale in comparison to Grandpa and Mom. Bah! No need to state the obvious. That said, you've done the minimum to pass your trial. Keep working at it. That is the closest thing to encouragement I am ever going to say.
I love how he was like, well, I'm not going to talk about the obvious flaws that you clearly know about.
Right?
That really was just about one of the nicest things Schmidt's ever said.
Of course. Thank you, Professor. You were great, Tita. If he's gonna try and be nice, he could also try sounding nice.
That is asking too much of him.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. The level 4 trial is now officially complete.
I know you were complaining that we cleared the first half below estimates, but wasn't that about what was estimated for the final leg? Like, seriously. I'll be waiting at the entrance.
Alright, time to head back and rub it in his face some more.
It'll be a while before our next one, I'm guessing. Do you understand?
Knowing the professor, he already has the next one brewing. Hey, don't jinx us!
Too late for jinxing. It'll probably happen soon.
I'll let you know if I hear anything.
As expected, Reen and Professor Schmidt were waiting for the group. They gave each of the students their feedback and suggestions before dismissing them for the day. Tita, in the Capitol, please help.
Thank you, everyone in Class 7. I was able to get a bunch of good data thanks to you.
No, it is us who should be thanking you. It was a valuable experience.
We learned the true power of min-maxing, and that was without even being able to change her main master quartz or mess with her orbment.
Once you're done fine-tuning that thing, let me take it for a spin.
You're too big, Ash. Actually, I would really appreciate it if each of you tested it out individually. I can't have all the data be for me, or it'll end up skewed. Feel free to ask us anytime.
Sounds good to me!
Hell yeah!
Good luck with the final touches, Tita. Thanks.
I'll go put the orbital gear away for now. Thank you for everything, Instructor Ream.
Likewise. Thank you for helping out Class 7. Are you gonna make your adjustments right away?
I sure am. First off, I'll disassemble all the parts and... Fourth Disciple, you haven't forgotten, have you?
Hmm?
Oh, that's right. The manual is arriving today.
The manual?
We'll be starting in 2 days, so you have until then. Feel free to make adjustments until then, but you must also devote time to reading through the manual.
The manual for...
Understood. Please excuse me. I'm not sure.
Well, like they said, the manual for what, Professor?
It's for the Panzer Soldat training exercises. We will have access to a special practice machine for a limited time.
Oh, a Goliath.
Oh, geez.
A special practice machine, huh?
You'll hear the details tomorrow. It's nothing to concern yourself with. Anyway, the past trials have supplied me with more than sufficient data. I already have ideas for further options. Maybe they'll be challenging, who knows?
I see. So there won't be any new levels for, the rest of this game, then?
Not until my planned extensions are complete, anyway. You've been at least somewhat useful, so I'll call upon you when they are ready. You and your students had best be prepared.
Well, I wish you'd take our schedules into consideration more, but you seem to schedule them at exactly the same time every time. So what are you complaining about? Thank you, Professor Schmidt. I feel like the trials here have helped both Class 7 and Tita grow a lot. On top of that, you've helped with researching the Ion and fixing Valamar's sword.
Stop it. There's no need to thank me. The only reason I am here is to satisfy my own intellectual curiosity. Nothing more, nothing less.
Intellectual curiosity, huh? You mean about Ouroboros, the Black Workshop, and the Divine Knights?
Well, you're half right. The Society continues to produce archaisms with technology beyond human knowledge. The Black Workshop, who are probably the gnomes, are involved in the creation of combat shells, artificial humans, and the Divine Knights. It goes without saying the lot of them are annoyances, but as research subjects, they are more than adequate. So it seems they allowed you, the Ashen Knight, and the Black Rabbit to slip through their grasp.
Well, Altina and Valamar don't remember anything from when they were created. And this ogre power of mine...
I don't care about that. The only thing that interests me is the link between you and the Divine Knight.
So, Schmidt is saying that he's pretty positive that they're the ones, the Black Workshop are the ones who made the Divine Knights? I understand why he's saying that, but...
Well, if he thinks they're the gnomes, doesn't that make sense?
They are the ones who were said to make them, but it just seems to me that the Divine Knights are something else.
Oh, what do you mean?
The caliber of them is rather on a different scale than a combat shell or an artificial human.
Yeah.
I suppose Schmidt really doesn't have connections to the Black Workshop outside of his own personal connections, but
Right.
either he doesn't know. I just can't imagine that he knows. Even if he suspects, it's possible that he doesn't want to make things worse or something.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that he again pointed out that they're not very good at holding on to things that they don't seem to care about holding on to. Considering that against all odds, the Black Workshop, the Gnomes, appears to be a player on the level of Ouroboros and the Gralsritter,
Right?
for goodness sake, that the only reason they did this is because they intended for this to happen.
Yeah. Here Schmidt says, it seems they allowed you, Valimar, and Altina to slip through their grasp. And he's like, well, Altina and Valimar don't remember anything from when they were created. We're just going to gloss over the fact that Reen himself also doesn't have memory past a certain point.
There is that. I'm not sure it's the case, but there's enough evidence to be maybe open to the idea that Reen, if he isn't a homunculus, if he comes from the same place in the same way that they do or something like that. There was that scene in the beginning.
Yeah, with Altina and Millium.
And like you just said right here, jeez, this guy has some serious tunnel vision, but why am I surprised by this? But aren't you planning to make a new type of Panzer Soldat with all the data you've gathered? There have been upgraded versions since the Civil War, but there haven't been any completely new models.
The development of those machines has been out of my hands since they started making modifications. And why should I care? Panzer Soldats aren't even my invention to begin with.
They're not?
Really? Because I thought he did. If anyone wishes to make a new one, they can do as they please.
What? No, he's credited as their inventor.
Yeah!
Wait a minute. You didn't invent Panzer Soldats? I thought you said you made them by referencing the Azure Knight. I mean, he did say those things.
I used the ancient robot Ordine and the Society's archaisms as a reference point. And then designed a frame that could be mass-produced even with the Reinford Company's technological capabilities. Afterward, I drew up plans for several models and oversaw the completion of a Draken prototype a few months back. Invention, design, and development are three completely different things. I was only ever involved with design and development.
So the invention was Franz Reinford.
It was in the design phase that I referenced the joint functions of the Azure Knight and archaisms.
He solved some of the details.
Someone else came up with the basic concepts for the 5 models of Panzer Soldat.
What? Who even could have... Of course it's the genius weapons developer Franz Reinford.
Yeah.
I found them among the notes that fool left behind after the accident 10 years ago. It was obviously a dissertation he intended to submit to me. That is why I agreed to Kyan's request 4 years ago. I fleshed out the design on the notes and made it reality. I wanted my foolish disciple's final work to see the light of day.
Huh. He really cared a lot about Franz. Also, we're just going to completely ignore the fact that he somehow made a control system, which surely was the hardest part of the entire thing.
And away he goes! Man, sure has been a lot of references to his foolish disciple coming up lately.
The time for the briefing was fast approaching, so afterwards Reen headed straight for the tactical conference room.
What's wrong, Reen?
You look a bit down. Did something happen at the keep? There, the students tested the orbital gear all by themselves. No, it's not that. They did a good job today.
They just smashed it!
It's just... Hey, Toa. Have you been able to get a hold of George recently?
I heard he's finally managed to join the lab at the Institute of Technology.
Oh, has he?
He's been really busy lately due to his status as a special research student.
Is that so?
I found them among the notes that fool left behind after the accident 10 years ago. It was obviously a dissertation he intended to submit to me. That is why I agreed to Cayenne's request 4 years ago. I fleshed out the design on the notes and made it reality. I wanted my foolish disciple's final work to see the light of day.
The professor's first apprentice, Franz Reinford. I wonder whether I should ask Elisa about this.
Probably.
My apologies for the wait. Was there some holdup? It would seem we have a few guests today.
Now, come in. Well, don't mind if I do.
The Purple Lightning Lady!
The Purple Lightning Lady!
Fee and Laura, too.
Hey, long month no see.
I do believe it's been a couple months since last we met.
Who would have thought we'd have ourselves a mini reunion like this so soon? How come?
Ha! I see! You're...
It's been some time. It's a pleasure to see you again, Reen, Miss Herschel. But seeing as how I'm not yet acquainted with all of you here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Victor Arsaid. I am the Viscount of Le Guin, a town in southeastern Erebonia.
Do you suppose that he brought Hugo with him?
Who knows?
I am also the Captain of the Courageous. It is a pleasure to meet you.
No, really, what is the Courageous doing here, especially without the Prince? Holy crap! Never thought I'd get to meet the Radiant Blade Master himself. I assure you the honor's all mine.
Ah, yes. I've heard about you from both my daughter and Sarah. I am grateful to you for lending your aid to the branch campus.
Well, I wouldn't say I do all that much.
Judging from the fact that both the Viscount and Sarah are here.
I suppose the next location for our field exercises must be a pretty special place, huh?
Correct. I'm sure our shorter than usual prep period tipped you off, but our next set of field exercises will take place in Heimdall and the surrounding areas.
Unsurprising.
As our location is only 30 minutes away by train, we will depart the morning of instead of the evening before.
It's this time of year when the capital celebrates the summer festival. During the celebration, even the courageous will be deployed on high alert.
Ah, that's why he's here.
Since their duty coincides with our field exercises, I asked them to come meet with us. I see, but why are Sarah and Fee, racers, here too?
Were Ouroboros or the Jaeger Corps sighted? No, the opposite actually. Zephyr, the Red Constellation, Speedhog, all of them. Even the corps in the eastern half of the Empire have gone silent.
The same can be said of Ouroboros and the Black Workshop. There have been no sightings of the Stall Ritter or that masked man either.
Yeah, but it's looking like we've got a completely different problem on our hands now. What now? Oh, it must be those guys sneaking around in the catacombs.
I don't think a couple schlubbos that seem like maybe they're Calvard spies or something sneaking around in the catacombs is a national level problem. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems to me like it's... Well, I was going to say that we're going to end up doing something against Osborne, against the gnomes. But after all, Fee specifically said that Zephyr's out.
Yeah.
And so is Crow.
And the Stall Ritter.
And if Ouroboros just pulled out, well, why? They've been messing around in Erebonia for years. They can't just be done. So, what are they waiting on? If the gnomes pulled out and Ouroboros pulled out, they're either going to have their climactic battle to determine the fate of the world somewhere,
Without us, the protags?
Well, they keep saying, I never thought you'd be here. I never thought you'd be here. Like, bitch, this is the 8th freaking game. How the hell you people not think we're gonna be here? What? Okay. You saw that, right?
I think that's happened before, actually. When a different text stream pops up for a brief second and then it cuts to someone else.
I guess it has something to do with positioning. Anyway. Well, what is it now?
I will explain. It would appear that enemy forces have been infiltrating Heimdall on a large scale.
When you say enemy forces, you're talking about Calvard? Look, Calvard actually large-scale sending people here, like, to do some operations against the Empire makes total sense.
Because there's frickin' railway cannons pointing at their town.
Town? More like a large city that is the size of a good-sized city in Erebonia.
Even more reason.
Like, you can't threaten all the population and expect Calvard to not do anything. I just thought about something.
Yeah?
Like, I don't know if it came out in the video or it was something that we were talking about.
Because we do a lot of talking when we're not recording.
I don't remember the name of the doohickey that they had.
Oh, like Varna or something? I think it was something like that?
Yeah, and Billy was just like, wouldn't it make sense if that's the name
of the Calvard battle orbment? Because each region has its own specific orbment that they use.
Well, I don't know. It's possible that pretty much everybody uses Arcuses these days, but I bet Calvard would be a place that probably doesn't use an Arcus. They probably don't want to use like a rival country company unit. So it's like, that seems to make sense if they'd be Calvard agents. Seems like they've got even more military strength than our friends in Ouroboros. Military strength comparable to Erebonia's.
Well, yeah, they're a rival. They should. But that's...
There's only one place that could be, just like those two jokers were blathering about. The country to the east.
And we cannot name this country at present.
But they are enemy forces, understood.
The Heimdall Military Police and the Railway...
What are they? What are they, Major?
The Railway Military Police will, of course, increase security around the capital. However...
The ow-ow-wow-poo-ow!
A consensus was reached between the Imperial Government, Heimdall City Hall, and the Imperial family, as well as the Crimson Wings and Thors.
And then us by extension.
As a result, we will be requesting assistance for me because I can't read these lines from these three and the Bracer Guild.
Calm down there, Major. You're having too much fun up there.
What?
I thought the Bracer Guild was restricted in Erebonia.
Yeah, those restrictions are gonna be lifted.
Osborne just yanks the bracers around whichever way he feels like at the moment. This is good, though. In return, the bracers shall patrol the area around Heimdall, defending it from any enemy attack that may occur.
That kind of says how serious this problem is.
Yes. Also, if the idea that Osborne is becoming the new Orthros, i.e. taking all the hate of everyone upon himself and uniting all of them to destroy him in order to change the ending to the story, then, he certainly succeeded in that goal with the bracers, so maybe now he just needs to get them in and used to working with whoever.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
That makes sense.
I shall be joining them in this task. I see. Does that include the 2 guild branches in Heimdall that were closed down?
Yeah, I don't know how serious they are about this, but it seems like we're gonna get the go-ahead. By permission or no, if there's even a chance these punks are gonna go around hurting people and destroying lives, there's no way we can just stand by.
Good job, guys, but that's why the bracers are the heroes.
All us bracers are like that, so I gave HQ over in Lehman State a ring and they agreed to help out too. That said, there's still a bunch of little stuff they gotta iron out. In any event, that is the current situation.
Good job, Major! You managed to make it through a line!
Shut up.
Viscount Valestein, Regardless of what the government decides, I have no objection to the three of us fighting together.
Because the government can go soak its head.
May I ask for your decision on the matter now?
Very well. The Courageous has no objections. Yeah, none from us either. I'll pass this along to the higher-ups.
Guess you got a lot on your plate now, huh?
How's that different from any other day? It'll be such a relief having you all there with us.
Agreed. Thank you for all your help, everyone.
Now, we need to prepare. Apologies, Instructor Herschel, but we'll be needing a travel plan ASAP.
Hey, this is her specialty.
Yes, of course. Please excuse me.
Well, I'm sure you all have loads to catch up on, so I'll make myself scarce. Later. I'll go do some investigative work at a bar. My most sincere apologies for not greeting you earlier. I suppose he would be her master, or was in the past?
Yeah, because she learned the Arcade School of Swordsmanship. Mastered it.
Is there any person who could have actually taught it to her other than him?
I don't know.
Yep, see? It has been quite some time, Master. 5 years since we last saw each other, I believe?
You've come a long way since then. You've brought your swordsmanship to new heights by training under both the Vander and Arcade schools. I'm honored to call one such as you as my disciple.
Thank you for your kind words.
She was your father's disciple?
Yes, that's correct.
Huh, she's totally different now than when we met at the Naval Fortress.
She is not a pretentious person.
No.
And she is a person who exudes respect towards other people. Although she is aware of her own capabilities, quite realistically, she does not hold herself as being superior to anyone else.
Even though she is.
Even though she apparently is. Yeah, you can really tell they're master and disciple. So, whatever is the matter?
Uh-oh, busted!
Do you have some complaint about me showing respect? Don't worry about us! I was even thinking, she also outranks him as a noble.
Huh.
It's been a while, Viscount. About a year, I think. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
It would appear you, too, have grown much since last we met. I've no doubt Master Ka-Fi would be delighted to see you now.
Well, I've still got a lot of growing ahead of me. And I didn't expect to see Instructor Sarah, much less Laura and Fee. I'm sure Fee will be fighting as a bracer, but Laura, are you? No, I will not be there as a crew member of the Courageous. I'll be going to Heimdall as temporary assistance for the guild.
We've really been working our asses off. Scraping together enough bracers hasn't exactly been a cakewalk. Toval's going to be our middleman on the Courageous, though, so that's a load off my mind. Because you'd be more help in battle than he would, right?
Now, that's rather rude to Toval, wouldn't you say? Laura, I've heard that you, too, have mastered the final art of the Arcade School. We have ourselves a splendid opportunity now. Would you like to show me?
Oh, no!
Oh, it'll be fun, but Aurelia will destroy her. Is that all right? I mean, this is Laura would love a chance to fight the strongest person in the world. But of course, we are fellow disciples. Besides, you've heard, haven't you, about the warrior Schwarzer and I traded blows with the other day?
Steel Maiden, Saintly Anne herself. Yeah, Aurora practically had living legend written all over it.
Well then, I ask that you lend me your aid, my fellow disciple, master of the Vander School and great general, she whose power has been recognized by the legendary Maiden. I will challenge you, the Golden Rakshasa. Excellent. Nobody get in the way. However, before that...
It's been 10 years since I first became your disciple. I believe I've finally earned this right.
Oh, she's going to actually have a duel.
Today will be the day I test myself against the most powerful blade in all the Empire, and rise above him.
The thing is, she's gonna win. Like, of course she's going to win. I'm sure he knows she's going to win. He's not just gonna give it to her, though.
Right.
I challenge you, Radiant Blade Master, Victor S. Arcade.
Golden Rakshasa, Aurelia Le Guin, I accept your challenge.
Not what I was expecting the scene to transition to.
For some people, life this day was peaceful.
And on that day, the Thor's Branch campus was leveled.
So do you suppose we'll actually control the fight? If we watch, what are we going to be watching?
That's a good point. Aurelia is a party member.
Her sword, Arcadia, and father's Galan Shara. Both are legendary blades forged during the War of the Lions. No kidding?
They really do look similar. Indeed. Look, it's starting.
It has been 10 years since you mastered the Arcade style. After further teaching from Mateus and Zex, I believe it is safe to say you've advanced to your own style of Arcade.
I would say so. Mateus. So that's Kurt's father.
Master, you are at the pinnacle of the Arcade style. I'm certain you're aware that you've already surpassed the school's founder, the second in command of the Eisenritter.
I'm not surprised. Aurelia seems to have surpassed the Steel Maiden, the commander of the Eisenritter.
Right.
This is crazy. Incredible.
Look carefully. Do you see how they're reading each other? Sure, but their movements are almost imperceptible.
This better be more than just one swing. What? No! Oh, the school really will be leveled.
Oh no! It's over.
It was just one swing!
Well, I kind of thought that maybe it was going to be like them staring each other down, but they actually played the... Whoa. I couldn't even see them.
Well done, my disciple.
But they actually played the...
Now that I'm not constantly getting interrupted. Like they play the entire battle out in their head and then decide the victor that way.
Well, you see that sometimes.
Thank you. At this precise moment, I am the stronger of the two of us. Though I'm certain the battle would have gone differently had you not been injured.
Oh my! Did she just...
I knew it.
No. The result would have been the same.
Why is so much of this game about people saying that Aurelia is stronger than they are?
Right?
Much more of this game is devoted to that than anyone would have expected. I mean, I really like her, that's not the point.
But like, Reen's the main character, guys, come on.
I was thinking that they might have been building it up towards something, and I would have thought that winning against Arianrod might have been that thing. But like, what are they doing this for?
I don't know.
It's also possible that it's just a natural extent of realizing they made such a monster. May as well let her romp all over some stuff for a while.
The moment you crossed blades with the maiden, your sword skills reached their pinnacle. But I see you've realized the emptiness that comes with this achievement.
Because nothing can challenge her.
Yes. Why do I follow the path of the sword? I finally understand what you were telling me. This must be where I begin my new journey.
Well, I'm now the strongest warrior in the world, so I just have to do something else now.
Precisely.
Time to hunt down Cassius Bright.
There's no point. She beat him too. That's the point. She's already realized that it's meaningless to be the strongest warrior in the world.
Ah, I see.
Kind of like how he did, and he put away his own sword and replaced it with a staff.
Yeah. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Don't worry, I've cleared this too.
Don't worry, you'll understand someday.
That was a splendid match you showed us. Though it may be impertinent of me, I wish to fight as well.
But of course, this will be an excellent opportunity.
What?
You are as incredible as ever, Master.
All of you versus the two of us, let's go.
It's true. This is the best gift we are able to give. Purple Lightning,
Oh no.
Schwarzer, Lady Laura, and Sylphide.
Will you please let me equip my guys?
Allow us practitioners of the Arcade School to be your opponents. The Blade Master and the Rakshasa shall test your mettle.
Are you serious?
No way. This can't be real.
Well, you sure don't sound like you're kidding around.
I believe this will be to your benefit as well, Sarah.
This is awesome, but why? I didn't equip Reen because he wasn't in the party. I thought I could go through some cutscenes without having a major battle with Reen.
Damon, that's your foolishness and you know better.
He wasn't in the party. It wasn't me taking him out. He wasn't allowed to be in the party.
Laura, Fee, Reen, I believe you will all gain something from this.
Virtuoso Meat Pie, don't let us down.
Viscount.
Well, if you say so.
Right. There's no way I can afford to miss this.
I thank you for this opportunity.
Oh no!
Good! That's the spirit.
They're using a combat.
Demonstrate to us what you're capable of.
And they're going
Show us
for
that
real.
you can reach the heights of skill!
Yeah!
Thank you so much. This is all I have ever asked for before a duel. Is just the opportunity to equip my dudes.
We'll be right back.
Gentle viewers, it seems only appropriate that I have chosen the vehicle for the victory of this battle.
Did you just say battle?
Sorry. It shall be the Virtuoso Meat Pie. I have planned the entire strategy around the Virtuoso Meat Pie. It must be done. Reen has Mebius for wider area meat pies and more powerful meat pies.
At the end of the path of the sword lies the Virtuoso Meat Pie.
Pathetic? No. Delicious! It's maybe a little cruel, but my plan is to have Reen make everyone eat a meat pie, use a Minotauros and Skuld-powered S-Craft from Laura. Hopefully that will actually break them, and then blow them up with Fee's Scorpio. So Reen, because it increases damage to guys in break. So Reen will buff everyone with meat pies, and then Laura and Fee will do a combo attack. If that doesn't work, they should mostly be gone. This is a bit closer to the types of battles that I don't like to run, but I want to do it once.
We gotta do it for the memes.
At the very least, I'm gonna kill them with food.
I won't go easy.
Oh, it's for real,
This is
too.
a good opportunity.
Yeah, I was wondering if we just had to like lower their hit points a certain amount. Oh, okay.
We'll go Iron Will.
Form up! Iron Will formation!
Chrono Drive.
Let's go.
Not on my watch!
Ha!
Take that.
Protective Wall drops damage by 90%.
Dang.
Very good. Well, everyone cannot partake in the delicious food, but that is fine. Come, Class 7. Let us all eat our meat pies together.
Yeah!
Nom nom nom!
I can keep going!
It's good.
Shield chips!
Yeah!
I love how they were like, ugh,
I'll handle this.
because it's a unique dish that doesn't taste good. Battle scope!
Yeah.
And we'll just take that 7th turn, thanks.
I'd rather have it than not, but I wasn't aiming for it.
The Golden Rakshasa, the pinnacle of human evolution.
Go forth!
Behold, the soul of Arcade. Now! Ah! Ah! Radiant Phoenix Blade!
Yeah!
Well done.
Not quite, not quite.
Weak.
Well done.
It's down. This one's
Well
mine.
done.
Take that.
Good job, Fee!
I got this.
Your skills just keep triggering.
Okay, guys. Good for you. I didn't instantly defeat you with that combo. I'm actually very happy for this. The downside is they're acting like idiots.
Unfortunately, no matter how mighty they are, if they act dumb, then there's not much threat.
Eat the meat! Let's do this! Meat pie 2! Go!
Yeah! I can keep going!
It's good. Got it.
I didn't know this was a picnic, too.
Shining! Re-up Chrono Drive!
Rin, buddy, you're facing the wrong direction.
I have decided to win this battle, and win this battle I shall. Yeah!
My blade, calm as still water.
My stomach, full of meat.
Now! Ha!
Oh!
I got this.
Now you people broke!
Actually, as 2 top nobles are filthy rich.
Delay minus 50% for 8 turns!
Make
Yeah!
it quick. Zephyr wing. I'll shred you to pieces. Ah! Here's our chance. It's mine. I got this.
Oh, I got defense down on him too.
10,000 damage.
This one's on the house.
Well done.
Here's our chance. It's mine.
It's the power of Scorpio.
My turn.
And now, the power of Scorpio.
Let's do this.
Now.
And Virtuoso Meat Pie.
Man, I feel guilty. I'm never doing this again.
Now for the finish. Lethal Crusade.
And now no one can use crafts.
Now. It's mine.
Virtuoso Meat Pie!
Ha! I can keep going!
It's good.
This high
I'm up.
speed plus Mebius is really working out.
It's just there's so little delay with using a food item versus casting a buff art.
It's down!
An opening!
Somehow fitting.
Most impressive.
Let's go.
Yeah, like I said, I feel really guilty.
Here's our chance. It's mine.
Almost got him too.
Let's keep going.
I'll handle this.
Billy,
Yes.
I want you to look on the left side of the screen.
Oh, are you serious? Okay.
You know, I got it out of my system. I got it out of my system.
Yeah!
I got this! Here's our chance! It's mine!
I was complacent.
What, they attacked me once each?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Basically.
Right back at ya. I'm relying on you.
Okay, sorry guys. I won't do that to you again.
We did some damage, but
They don't care, and we'll just do the complete gameplay story segregation, and I feel better doing it too.
it's like they're from another dimension.
The meat dimension.
I must say, I'm impressed. Reed, you're displaying an admirable degree of control over your powers. And Laura, your mastery of the Radiant Blade grows by the day.
Sir. Thank you both for the training. Oh, you're too kind. It was my pleasure. Master, I'm afraid I must take my leave. I believe I shall embark upon the way of the chef, so I too may craft a pie greater than the virtuoso meat one. Laura, Purple Lightning, Sylphide, I'm sure I'll see you all again soon.
Poor Laura, she's the only one here without an epithet. She certainly knows how to make an exit. Perhaps it's time for me to do the same.
Father? Viscount Arcade, you're not saying...
I am. My blade has dulled considerably. I first noticed it a year and a half ago.
Wait.
The Infernal Castle. The Blazing Demon did this to you?
Ah, I see. So, whatever power it was that he was able to call on, or at the very least, after holding off a serious McBurn, he's not able to keep going at that full level anymore.
Goodness. Yes, his black flames have taken a toll on my respiratory system. I'm fortunate in that it has only affected my swordsmanship, but I don't believe I will ever fully recover.
Jeez. No.
This is a concern, but not an issue.
What do you mean?
A sword is not the only means of cutting down an opponent. All you need is purpose and opportunity. Discover these, and you will find a blade sharper than any steel. Though I'm sure you all know that full well.
Insert more jokes. Pardon the intrusion.
We heard we had some special guests, so we just had to stop by, plus the campus was shaking. Though to be honest, we've been watching since the middle of your fight.
Which meat pie was that?
Seriously? How do people even get that strong?
I was unable to measure their power. I should have recorded the fight. Guys.
I was so focused on the fight, I didn't even notice them.
Well, I hope you were all able to learn something. It was a master class. Use Mebius plus high speed plus delay reduction. By the way, Viscount, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Ah yes, back in Heimdall, was it not? Mateus and Laura told me you had taken up the Vander dual blade style. Is that right?
It is.
You have a legacy to uphold. They say Roland Vander was an exceptional dual blade user.
Ah.
Wasn't he...
Prince Dreikel's friend and confidant. One of those minor characters from history who's actually pretty important, but it's not like everybody knows who he is.
As a matter of fact, you all have an air of aptitude about you. Tell me, Reen, are they yours?
That they are. Viscount, allow me to introduce you to the new Class 7.
Well then, Sarah, we shall be going on ahead. We'll be waiting at Heimdall for you. Gotcha! I'll probably roll up sometime this evening. Thanks for all the hard work, Mr. Viscount.
You're gonna check in at that exchange shop 9 Volley, right?
Oh, you gonna go see Jingo? That shop's got connections to the Bracer Guild.
Of course they do.
On top of that, they're plugged into the informant network.
And every other network.
Sometimes even make deals with Jaegers, too. Oh, I've just got a message from an informant friend of mine named Mick. But don't worry you pretty little heads about it. Sorry, but that ain't happening.
We may need to investigate such an intriguing shop.
Have you never been here?
Seriously? As I'm sure you're already aware, everyone is to meet at Heimdall, yourselves included. It seems we'll be able to fulfill our promise at last. Yeah, I suppose we can call it the Goddess's Guidance. I'll get in touch with the others tonight.
Gotcha, thanks. There's some things I want to talk about, but I'll wait till then.
Fee.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous that we haven't had this conversation yet.
I heard from Sarah about the boss, Zeno, Leo, and also that man with the mask.
Yeah. In addition, I've heard news of the Steel Maiden, but it's quite perplexing. Judging by what I was told, she seems to be legitimate.
The S in our family's name was taken from the maiden's own family name, Sandlot.
To the surprise of no one, this is the case, although admittedly I was thinking there was some special significance to it.
In that sense, it could be said we bear some relation to her. However, we must leave this topic for another day.
Oh, there is a special significance to it.
Our duty now is to prepare for the crisis currently awaiting us.
Yes, sir.
Roger that.
Excuse me, sir. About the main campus's field studies. I still love how Viscount Arcade essentially chewed out Cedric.
Yeah! Oh. Seems like a lot's been going on, according to the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, I haven't read the latest one yet. Well, I shan't speak of it in too much detail here. Suffice it to say, an issue did certainly arise. I see.
Rumor is the Crown Prince has something to do with it.
Well, I wouldn't worry for now. Yeah, there were plenty of issues, but no civilians were hurt.
Huh, what on earth are they talking about?
Yep, Wenzel just confirmed it for us.
Is that so? I have, however, heard certain rumors regarding His Highness.
Apparently he hangs out with the evil Hugo Kleist.
Apparently?
I have no intention of condemning all of His Highness's actions. But Reen, and you as well, Kurt, if you've the opportunity, I would like for you to speak with him at some point. What His Highness needs most of all right now is neither a harsh instructor nor a loyal subject. He needs mentors to show him various values and ways of life, and he needs friends he can stand with as equals.
It is perhaps miraculous that none of them have been spoiled. The Arner kids, I mean. And it's not even like Cedric has been spoiled per se, but due to the circumstances that he has found himself in. And it's not entirely his fault, but he's kind of started acting like this.
Yeah.
And so he needs to learn this firsthand.
And from people who he'll listen to and respect.
It never seemed to happen with the others. Oliver, because there's no way he ever could have gotten an overly high opinion of himself beyond what he already has, but he laughs at himself all the time.
Right.
And he does not suffer from the sin of pride. Same with Alphen. I have no idea how she's such an upstanding, well-rounded girl, but she is.
Huh.
Understood. His friend. That's far too much for someone like me. But if it's for His Highness...
We wish you a safe journey.
Thank you for your hard work.
Well then, I'm off to take care of some business myself. I'm planning to hop right on the train afterwards, so let's say our tearful farewells now.
Sure thing. Well, see you again soon. How was that?
Thank you for all your help. Way you guys are talking, sounds like our next field exercises are going to be in Heimdall.
How'd you guess?
I'm not stupid. Oopsie.
We were careless, though does it really matter?
Yeah, they were going to be told in the briefing anyway.
I see, now I understand.
Looking at the schedule, I expected another to be announced soon. Oh, please keep it a secret from everyone else, okay?
It'll be announced on Wednesday along with the schedule and all the details.
No worries, our lips are sealed. Hey, did you hear we're going to Heimdall next?
Stop it! Afterwards, Toa went to the academy, and the students split up to each see to their own business.
So that we can get the bonding events for the afternoon.
It's already evening. Seems a little too early to go back to the dorm, though. I'm not likely to have a lot of free time at the start of next week. Hint, hint, the end of the game is approaching, and this is the final free day. So I'd probably better take care of things now.
Hint, hint, hint.
Man, today's match sure was an unexpected blessing. I didn't think I'd get such a clean chance to show off the superiority of the virtuoso meat pie. I feel like I could finally apply the things I learned during my match with the maiden.
I hope we get to fight her again. Oh! Huh. Don't know that I see a reason to wander around leaves wearing that thing, but you know.
That is actually kind of cool, yeah. Well, that's enough for now. If there's a cleaner breaking point than that, I'd love to find it. Okay, hopefully we can finish this as soon as possible, but we say that, you know what? We say that every time. It always fails. So how about this?
I hope this takes 3 episodes.
I hope this thing takes 5 episodes in order to finish. How about that? Try some reverse psychology.
On a non-conscious entity.
It's really good reverse psychology. Don't even need a psyche for it to... Look, man, what do you want from me?